Have you ever watched any Japanese anime, cartoon, movie? Did you see any scene? Japanese people who just met first time, do you really think they hug? Konnichiwa everyone, it's Santi. Alright, so today I received a comment from my subscriber. She's struggling with a Japanese man about dating. Yeah. So hopefully I can support her, giving my perspective as a Japanese man, so you can understand Japanese culture better, especially about dating situation. Alright, so let me read through first everything. Her name is Mehmet Moroni, so let's call her Meme. Okay. Yeah, it's 6 years ago. Okay, so let me read. I met this Japanese guy through a dating app, then we decided to meet. My first impression, he looked handsome, but then I've got this feeling, nervous and a bit scared. I didn't want to judge, so I needed to know him more through talking. When we first met, he looked shy, so I started to greet him with a hug. I don't know, but for me, I expected him to bring me something because it's our first meet, and I thought a man must do this, a man must do that, but he didn't, so I didn't mind it. Okay, we walked and it started to rain, and I asked him if he bring any umbrella, and he didn't. Who wanted to walk and talk under the raindrops? So I was patient enough to hear more about him. Okay? It turned out I was the one who broke the silence all the time, since I didn't want any awkwardness between us. Second page. At the end of 2 hours walk, I expected him to ask if I wanted to go eat since it's dinner time. Okay, it was dinner time, but he didn't. He then told me if I was wearing any makeups, on which I didn't. Okay, he kept looking at my face, leaving me wondering if he fancied me or it could be something on my face, but he didn't say a word. Long story short, we say goodbye, and now he texts me to book a hotel, so I could go watch a movie with him. I'm just wondering if he wanted me. He might ask about my opinion on what I wanted to do. Instead, I felt like he's demanding me to meet him at the hotel, and that's it. Okay? I will go see him 3 days from now. So you met already, I guess. Sorry for late reply. From now, so I needed to see what his plans for us, and hopefully he planned our dinner. You like dinner anyway. If he didn't, then I guess I'm not going to see him anymore. I need help here, guys, since I've never dated a Japanese guy before. That's it. Alright guys, so what do you think about this person and the situation? You know what? I want to point out every comment she said, every word, because it's so different from our culture. But one thing for sure, at moment, I don't know about him, but one thing for sure about this person and him, it doesn't go well. Yeah, for sure, it doesn't. It will not. No, because she's not understand. She doesn't she seems like she doesn't understand that what is international relationship. Okay, international relationship. Here, I mean, you and he come from other background, culture background. Let's say you're from America, he's from Japan. Okay, so you have totally different background. in this case, you have to understand you're gonna face difficulties, all right? Something you don't want to see, something you didn't even expect. Like, what the heck? How did you interpret this to this? You know, this type of understanding, like a situation, you're gonna face a lot. So if you're not willing to have fun facing the difficulties, differences, yeah? I don't say difficulties, differences, yeah? International relationship is not for you. Unless you wanna have sex as he want to, go for it. You wanna have sex with the Asian man, whatever, then go for it. You can definitely, he wanna have, so you have it too. But if you wanna have relationship, you gotta understand he has, Japanese people have totally different understanding about dating or, you know, being in a relationship. Okay, so let's take a look one by one. Alright, so first of all, you met a guy on a dating app. That's fine. We do lately, yeah. And my first impression, he looked handsome. Obviously, that's why you met him, right? It's good. But here's the important part, yeah? You felt something not right, something wrong, right? Nervous and bit scared. Then back off. Seriously, I don't have research behind. However, I always believe like this. If you have a sixth sense, if the gut tells you what to do, follow, because most likely it is correct. It is right, you know? So if you have something like this is not good, something bad, then follow the gut, you know, feeling. Because I don't know, that's how I believe. Yeah. Because this is my mom said that when I was young, always, Santi, if it goes well, it goes well. That's how he said, you know? In Japanese, うまくいくときはうまくいく. She always said this. Yeah. So she wanted to say, if it's meant to be, it goes well. You know? If you're doing right thing, it goes well. If it doesn't, if you got stuck, if it doesn't go well, if you don't get what you wanted, yeah, then you're doing something wrong. So stop and think. You know, that's she wanted point it out, I guess, to me. So here you already have the flag, you know, the red flag, like not the red yet, yellow flag, like, you know. Wait a minute, yeah. Then stop, yeah. And if the light is green, then go. But in this case, you're scared already. So if I were you, I wouldn't even proceed further though. I would go. But anyway, so you didn't want to judge. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it could be bias. So you give it a shot. Good. And when we first met, he looked shy, so I started greeting him with a hug. So here's the things. Okay. Have you ever watched any Japanese anime, cartoon, movie? Did you see any scene? Japanese people who just met first time, did they hug? Do you really think they hug? Look, I know you have your own idea. You know, oh, he's shy, don't worry, I hug you. This is the way we do. In America, I don't know where you're from, but in Japan, we don't. Just imagine this, okay? If someone tells you, oh, meme, you look so shy, let's kiss. What do you think? You'll be like, what? What do you mean? I look shy, yeah? But why we kiss? What the heck? Don't you think so? Same. Same, alright? For us, hug is huge. Alright, just put E here, eh? E. Yeah, like this, huge, alright? It's not hug, it's huge thing. For us, it doesn't go like that, okay? So, even though you think it's hugging, but the physical contact is not normal for us. Yeah, as I explained, like if someone tells you, like, hey, let's kiss for the first meet. No, right? Same. So, yeah, I don't tell you, you know, you didn't do any homework, but since you are dating with a Japanese man, since you go out with a Japanese man who is from other culture, right? At least Ask GPT. You know, you have knowledge. You don't have to spend hours and then watching this movie or TikTokers, right, talking about Japanese culture. Just type on ChatGPT. Tells you everything about Japanese culture. You don't need wait in 1 second tell you. ChatGPT tell you like this. Japanese people don't hug. So don't hug. Sorry. I tell you brutally honest because I don't want you make a mistake. And then whoever viewer this, I don't want you to make a mistake, you know, and then miss a chance, opportunity, right? To meet and miss a right. Miss right. So again, physical contact, just be careful. Even though you think, oh, he's so handsome, I want to touch, don't touch. All right? Yeah. The next one, I don't know for me, but for me, I expect him to bring something. Again, okay, maybe this is common, you know, that's something man should do in your country. I don't know where you're from. America? China? India? I don't know. What? Not China. They don't have it. Anyway, bring something because you a man. Really? Okay, in Japan we don't. I made a video about a gift and present, those culture in Japan, the gift culture in Japan. So take a look at my channel and please watch just 10 minutes and you understand everything about what is a gift in Japan, right? And because look, I thought a man must, I think it's typo, man must do that, but he didn't, so I didn't mind it. I don't mind. When you say I don't mind, most likely you mind. I know this, yeah? I don't mind. Trust me, they mind, okay? Oh, but by the way, in Japan, okay, this is Japanese culture tips, okay? In Japan, 大丈夫, 大丈夫 means I don't mind, it's okay, I'm alright. When they said that, 80%, 90%, they mind, okay? So please don't forget, whoever watching this video up to this point, you are interested in Japanese culture, right? Then remember this, when they say it's okay, it's not okay. Seriously, okay? It's okay is when they don't have to say it's okay. Do you understand this? In the other words, the easy English, right? Translate. You think 3-4 steps ahead and prevent from him saying it's okay. Do you understand this? In Japanese, we say 空気を読む. Read the atmosphere. Read between the line. Yeah? Think 3-4 steps ahead. If you cannot do this, then it's not good, yeah? And later you said, oh, he should bring umbrella. Good. This is a point. If I were the man, I would definitely check the weather. Definitely. If it's a good business person, mature adult, you know, in Japan, they definitely check the weather. They love weather, alright? And check the weather, even though not heavy, light rain, right? Just like drops, they still bring umbrella and they use umbrella. This is Japanese people, trust me. Oh, by the way, a week ago, I think, in Japan, huge, heavy rain. Search on the news. Japan, we had a heavy rain, flood everywhere in Tokyo, Osaka, everywhere, entire Japan, flood. And I was outside too, heavy rain. You know what's funny? White people, I think they are from Europe. I think they look like Italiano, I don't know. They're from Europe. They wear a raincoat, a hoodie, walking outside. But trust me, in Japan, that's kind of awkward. I mean, we feel like, what the heck are you doing? Because Japanese rain is not like a rain in Europe. For example, I was in Dublin, right? Ireland. It's always raining. Always rain, either rain or cloudy. Never sunlight unless in summertime. Always rain and cloudy. So that time you don't care. 5 minutes rain and stop, right? But in Asia, right? Even Japan, rain is heavy. Those, I think they're a couple, just hoodie. I'm alright. I don't care. They're kind of walking, but it's soaked, sweat. I was like, oh my god. Just get $1 umbrella. You can find it. €1. You can find it umbrella in convenience store. Trust me, you're gonna use the entire trip. I'm so sorry for them because that entire week, rain all day. Just search, seriously, search on the news. It's funny. I mean, we don't really see that much flood, so people travel on that time. That's bad timing. I'm so sorry for them. But anyway, again, so if I go back to this story, if I were the man, I would definitely check the weather first. And even though I got the 40%, 30% chance of rain, I'll bring even the tiny umbrella. Like we say, 折りたたみ傘, yeah? 折りたたみ, fold umbrella. So I can fold, unfold, I can use, yeah? Even though it's very tiny, so it's not for two, but at least I can use for her, right? I'll do. Even though I don't want to bring anything on me, right? I don't want to bring, Japanese man have purse or bag, tiny bag. I'm not, right? I only have the credit card and smartphone, that's it, right? And then I go around. But even though I don't want to have, if I know that there's a chance of rain, I bring. So this man is not used to have a date. I can sniff already. I can tell. This man is not popular. Trust me, this man is not popular at all. Yeah, I can tell from many aspects. I can tell you later. Anyway, so it's good. You expect, right? Why did you bring an umbrella? Yeah. But then you could bring umbrella, by the way. You could also. It's easily go backfire, by the way. Yeah. If you say that to the person, they always point it out to you too, right? Physics. All right. Anyway, so. Who wanted to walk and talk under the raindrops? Obviously, no one. So if I were the man, again, let's go back to the man. If I were the man, oh shit, rain. I don't have umbrella. She doesn't have umbrella, obviously. What can I do? If I were the man, I'll definitely go to the convenience store or even Subway. There is a convenience store, right? If it's in Tokyo, walk outside 100 meters, you can find a 2 or 3 convenience store. Lawson, 7-Eleven, Family Mart. You can find any of them. And they get umbrella. Buy. Just pay money. Well, how much is it? Just $1, $2. That's it. Give it to her. Even for both of two. $5. But he didn't, right? So he's not really a gentleman or not good at this situation, right? And second, if I don't see any convenience store, and if I don't want to spend money for this lady, yeah, I would say that's so cheap, isn't it? $5. Yeah, don't deserve $5. Sorry, white girl. Sorry. Batman. Anyway, if I were such an asshole, I would say, do you want to finally feel confident speaking Japanese? If yes, I'm here for you. Maybe you've tried studying Japanese by yourself through app, YouTube video, and textbook. However, none of it works. Still struggle? No confidence? Don't worry. In my language course, you can study from scratch, step by step, with online videos. And you have one-on-one session with your coach, so you can make sure that what you learn is correct and you can practice with your coach. If you want to, you can send a line or WhatsApp to use what you learn, so you're never alone. This is subscription, so even today, you can join. However, if you're not sure yet this course is for you or not, you can have one-on-one session with me. So if you're interested in learning Japanese with me, check the link below and book your session. It's free, and then I'll show up and I explain, answer all the questions you have. I see you there. Bye bye. Batman. Anyway, if I were such an asshole, I would say, you know what? Let's go inside a mall. There's a mall, there's a bookstore, there's a, I don't know, there are many things to do inside in Japan, right? Seriously, there are many. Arcade, there are many. So, just change the plan while you walk outside. By the way, she said 2-hour walk right outside. It's crazy. Seriously, I'm on diet now, lean the fat for my bodybuilding contest next month, right? I do still, even though I am in such a situation, I do not walk 2 hours outside. That's too much cardio, obviously. While you do that with a stranger you just met on Tinder or whatever. Can you imagine this? I wouldn't. So I can tell this man is not popular. Sorry, meme. I can tell. This man is not like Santi level. Sorry, he's way low. He doesn't know what to do. So again, yeah, if I were him, I would not walk outside. I even go to bookstore and they say, "Hey, meme from America. You know, I don't know why black. I don't know who you are, but could be Asian. I don't know. So what do you think about this? You know, this. I can explain bookstore. Having a date on the bookstore is good too. Showing around Japanese bookstore. Trust me, foreigners doesn't know what the bookstore inside. They don't even read Japanese well, right? Yeah, unless you took my Japanese language course, yeah. So they don't know. They don't read how to read Japanese, right? So if I were the man, I'm gonna entertain her, right? Oh God, it's raining. Oh, there's a bookstore. Let's get in, right? Unless she wanna do something else, and then go in, and then see, it's so easy. There is a category, right? Section: travel, love, philosophy, business, right? Language. Walk, and then pick a book, read together, and ask about her. What do you read? What kind of book do you read? You know, get to know each other, because the purpose of date is not having sex. Get to know each other, all right? Purpose of date is to get to know each other. As long as you have a chance, create an opportunity to get to know each other, you can do whatever you want, right? So you use a book, right? Oh, look at this, the Korean book, language book. I learned Korean for 3 years. I can speak, you know, and I found out the Korean and the similarity, Japanese and Korean, so similar, you know, and then it was easy for me and stuff, right? So you disclose your information and you get her information too. You know, what about you? Have you learned in language? If she's from Italy, Spain, whatever, she might say, you know what? For Italians, I can speak Spanish too, you know. Usually they say, right? In Spanish people, I understand Portuguese, yes? They say, but they don't really. Anyway, so you listen. Oh, really? You speak Portuguese? Obrigado. Fan momento. He could have that, but he didn't. Poor meme. You have to walk outside. So I don't know. When I was reading this for first time, I was like, what kind of Japanese mind is this? Seriously, I think I should start Japanese channel only for dedicated to Japanese man who wanna date with foreigners. Mindset they should have. Seriously. So meme, just be careful if you're proceeding this, because you met already him again twice by now. Anyway, okay, let's go back. So you were patient enough to hear more about him. Oh, so you really liked his face. Good. So it turned out I was the one who broke the silence all the time. So you guys didn't talk. I didn't want any awkwardness between us, so you didn't talk. I don't know how many hours, but you didn't talk and walk outside raining. Meme, are you alright? Wake up! Wake the heck up! Meme, seriously, you can deserve better. I'm telling you, seriously. Because when I read this first time, I always replace, alright? What if this is Japanese man, Japanese girl? You know? Because it's, when it comes to like a international relationship couple, it's kind of difficult to see, you know? Who he is, what kind of personality he is, right? But if I were thinking like, if it's just normal Japanese one couple, right? Man, woman, right? I don't know the age. No one walk outside in silence zone. Seriously. He has a problem. Does he speak English? At least my level. Does he speak? Does he understand the culture differences? Does he have an opportunity when I was overseas? I don't know. Seems like he doesn't have. He didn't have any experience. He doesn't know what to do. Only he's looking at your tits. Or your hip. Apparently, he was looking at your face. Yeah, so thinking about you naked, I don't know. But seems like he didn't have conversation. So if I were you, I'll be like, no, this is not right. I'll leave. Just imagine, man. I don't know where you're from, but let's say you're from America, okay? If the American man does the same thing, exactly same thing as he did, do you still want to be with him? Think about it. If the answer is yes, then stay. I don't think so. You'll say no. Fuck no. I can deserve better, right? Then leave. This happens often. When I was in America, okay, I used to go to college, okay, in college and in university. There are many Japanese girls and boys, right, over there. Especially Japanese girls always have American boyfriend, okay, American boyfriend. It is so funny because sometimes I find a couple doesn't match. Do you see the point? It doesn't match. The American man, definitely not popular at all. Not popular among students, among Americans. Kind of unique person. I want to be nice to people who's otaku. Anyway, so, he's a very unique person. The way he communicates, a little bit awkward, even though foreigner can tell. Okay, he's a bit unique, right? The way he's thinking, a bit unique, right? But he speaks perfect English. At least for foreigners who just came to America, have no idea English, right? And then have no idea what culture, background, right? And then we cannot tell who is, what kind of personality or, anything. We cannot tell anything, right? When we just arrived. So that moment, some Japanese girls, they date whoever they want, whoever they can, okay? They don't approach to people. But those American people, okay, American man, they come to Japanese kind of association, so they encounter, right? And then they talk and they somehow they become couple. But it is so interesting. I always think like this. If she's in Japan, does she go out with a person like him? 110%, 150%, 200%, I can tell no. Fuck no. She will not. I can tell she was popular girl. She was definitely have option who to choose, who to go out. She's popular. Nice personality too. Why she go out with a man? Even for foreigners, like international students, think he's a dickhead, We learn the word, a dickhead. Oh, that guy's dickhead! So we could tell he's obviously weird. And then why him? But she was dating because yes, he was American. He was white. And he speaks English. That's it. No offense later. Because later on, I find out, that lady, she dumped him because she soon later find out, this one is not for me. Yeah, obviously not personality too. She give a shot, few months, but she stopped. And later she got a boyfriend. He played football, very tall, handsome. Even though I think American kids think he's handsome. And he was extremely nice man. Seriously, very religious too. Very nice to international students too. In many cases, international students are like out of castle back in days. I don't know now. Maybe now in America, they mingle well, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been there for over 10 years, 20 years. Yeah. But when I was there, 2004, was not. Definitely there is a separation between Asians and then white, blacks. Oh, first of all, Americans, non-Americans. Even though non-Americans, white, blacks, Asians. And in the Asians, okay? I mean, among Asians, they're kind of, get to know each other. So I have many Korean friends, Chinese friends anyway. So, but anyway, so there is a huge separation, right? But that man always approached to us. What's up, Kent? Yeah, how you doing? He talked to us on the campus too. He was nice, man. So she found better guy, far better guy who match that. No offense, but not value, but the one she could have the most, the best one. She didn't compromise. No offense, seriously. But in life, sometimes you gotta do. Oh, I wanna have a smartphone. I wanna have iPhone, a latest iPhone. Yeah. But I don't have money, so I get iPhone 5. Happens, right? Same. By the way, so Meme, find a new one. I'm sure you can tell. I'm sure you can have, because you could have one like this. You can have another one too. Anyway, all right, let's go back. Let's wrap up. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Okay. So at the end of a 2-hour walk, I expect him to ask him. I want to say, okay, here's things. Why dinner? Seriously, why you wanna eat? Are you poor? You don't have money. Seriously, don't beg. If you wanna have dinner, ask him. Let's go have dinner. Okay. Even though it's not American culture or whatever culture of your culture, but ask him. If you wanna do something, you are allowed to say in this country, right? You're allowed to say whatever you want. Okay. So ask him. Hey, man, I wanna have dinner. Let's go. And then on the dinner time, if he's willing to pay, then he's good, right? Give him opportunity to be a stand-up as a man, right? As you expect. So you're kind of conservative, isn't it? Like I feel like you have too much expectation from man. Like man should do this, man should do that. It's fine, I like it kind of, but if you really want to have what you want in your life, sometimes you have to reach out from you, okay? As you did this time, so I'm reaching out back to you, right? So good job. Just like that, you know, reach out. Don't be afraid. They don't bite you. Japanese man are rabbit, you know, they're quiet, you know, always sniffing around, yeah? That's Japanese man usually. Sorry, my boys, yeah. Anyway, but he told me if I was wearing any makeups. Okay, see here, there you go. So when I read this part, yeah, I can tell he doesn't have much experience. Because this is really weird question. He will never do that though to Japanese female, Japanese lady if she's dating on a date. No, it's very weird. So I even thought he is teenager. So Meme, let me guess, okay? His action, right? His lack of experience. I think he's teenager, like 18, barely adult age. You met him on the Tinder app, whatever. Yeah? And he's handsome, but he's young man. So he doesn't know what to talk. Yeah? He doesn't know how to entertain you. No? He doesn't know how to be a gentleman. Umbrella. You know, courtesy. No, nothing. And he doesn't know what to what's a rude or not rude. Because asking him, are you wearing makeup? So what's the end then? What's the next word? If she said yes, oh, good for you. I like you on the makeup. Is that how he respond? And if she said, oh, you don't wear makeup, okay, you still good on without makeup. Is that how he say? Anyway, that's bad consequence. But he could not have imagination. So I already feel like no experience. Yeah, at least he's not a popular man, I can tell. But anyway, so again, question is to you. Are you okay with this type of man? You know, sometimes I heard, you know, like if he doesn't know how to be a gentleman, I can teach him. I heard women say like this. When I was in college, my ex-girlfriend, Jessica, she was nice to me. She taught me how to be a gentleman from scratch. Seriously. Yeah. If I don't know, I'm sure she doesn't watch this movie, so I can tell. But she told me one by one, step by step. I really appreciate it. After I broke up with her, sadly I broke up with her. There's a reason, but anyway. However, that knowledge, that experience, that lesson she gave me, seriously become my strength as a man. Because in Japan, no one do that. So if I do that, I stand out extremely. So anyway, thanks Jessica. But anyway, so are you willing to be such a woman for him? If yes, keep going. But you have to make it in words though. Yeah, like Jessica did to me. step by step. Like for example, Jessica said one time like this. We walk in the mall, right? We walk inside the mall. When we get in, open the door for me. Or if you go first, hold the door for me. I was like, do I have to do that? You have hands. She said, come on, be nice to people. What about, let's say, okay, Jessica, if I let you go first, that's I understand because you're my girlfriend, right? She said, yes. And after that, I get in, right? She said, yes. And then let's say, what if other person following me enter the mall? Should I hold a stranger? She said, yes. I was like, why? And she said, because it's gentleman. I was like, what? Being nice, is that how it works? In Japan, kind of awkward. So that's how it is. So she explained to me what she wants. It doesn't matter if it's a real American standard. It doesn't matter if it's gentleman, whatever. However, I super appreciate that though, because I didn't have such a perspective as a Japanese man. And trust me, whoever Japanese man you encounter, you meet, they don't have such a mindset, okay? So this is very important things. If you want to have something, if you want him adjust his culture to your culture, you have to say it verbally, right? In words. Vice versa. If Japanese man date with the foreigners, they have to say, which they're really bad at it. Really bad at it. Because expressing in words, it could be seen sometimes, not sometimes, in most cases, it's like a negative gesture in Japan, you know. I mean, if you watch my video every day, you know, they watch. I explain this a zillion times. So anyway, really atmosphere is huge. So again, you gotta say it though. Yeah. Oops, I talked too much. All right, let's wrap up. How many hours I talk? Oh my god, 40 minutes. All right, no more. I gotta do my work. All right, so long story short, we said goodbye, and now he texts me to book a hotel so so I could go and watch a movie with him. All right, so apparently he's an asshole. You wanna have sex? Go have sex. You know, you might find out. Ooh. Is this Japanese? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You might find out. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, adventure. Yeah, I'm sure you are young too. I'm sure you are young too. Yeah, you guys both young teenagers. Enjoy your life. You know, enjoy your life. However, if you were over 30 years old, if he is over 25 years old doing this, stop. I mean, I don't say what they're doing because it's your life. I don't care, to be honest. You know, people have freedom to do whatever they want, right? However, you deserve a better man. That's for sure. Yeah. Sometimes lately, nowadays, people don't have an opportunity to encounter new people. So they feel like I don't have a, option. But trust me, there are a billion people out there. Yeah, half of them are men, right? You pick whoever you want. Okay, if you compromise salary, earnings, looks, height, age, whatever, if you compromise some part, yeah, you can find almost Mr. Right. So I don't know, if I were you, I'll definitely pass next. Yeah. And then if you are dating with this man, good for you. Maybe you like him that much. That's good. Then my another suggestion is talk, communicate. Seems like you and he and you also, both of you don't really communicate. Express in words. You have to teach him one by one, step by step, like you train a dog. Same thing. Okay. You can tell me whatever you want. Okay. You have to express explicitly, right? Tell me clearly what you're thinking, right? Otherwise, they don't. We don't. That's who we are, how we raised, okay? And we even feel that that's the beauty of Japanese culture, okay? Virtue of Japanese people. So if you want to expect him to walk towards your culture, you gotta talk, okay? Good luck. Anyway, hopefully you guys doing well. Enjoy life. Anyway, Meme, thanks so much for your comments. It was fun to talk to you. update. I'm looking forward to see and hear, right? Anyway, and also if anyone who have a comment like this, situation like this, leave a comment, right? Whenever I find time, I make a video and reply to you, right? But don't get offended or upset if I become brutally honest like this time, all right? I do my best to entertain you and also have fun together, okay? And lastly, I have a language school. So if you want to learn Japanese language, take a look, link below, yeah? Check the link below and sign up for the explanation session, yeah? A quick 15 minutes free session. I explain everything about language, right? So you can learn Japanese language, so you can communicate better, understand culture better. So I hope to see you in a session, right? And please subscribe. It's free, right? Please subscribe, and I, at least if you enjoy this video. That's it. All right. See you next time. Bye bye.